Alright, so today's episode we're going to be doing a bit of an art challenge and a speed draw. So I got this idea from the YouTube channel Drawfee, which if you haven't gone and checked them out, I would highly recommend that you go check them out and subscribe. They're very good and one of my largest inspirations. And basically, the challenge that they did was they did a cartoon character silhouette sort of speed draw, but theirs was more try to figure out what you can make with a cartoon character silhouette. So I've asked my roommate Ryan to grab a cartoon character's silhouette and to paste it into Photoshop and hide the layer. So I have no idea what it is, and I can't really see the layer until I reveal it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put 15 minutes on the clock, and then we're going to start the speed draw and try to see what we can get in 15 minutes with silhouette. The rules are that I'm not allowed to leave the area of the silhouette, but I can draw whatever I want inside the silhouette. So without further ado, let's find out what the cartoon is going to be. Alright, so it looks like Ryan has chosen Pinky in the Brain. Those silhouettes are pretty easy to identify once you can see them. I'm going to go ahead and go to that layer, and I'm going to scale these guys up, just make them big so that I can work with them. And now I'm going to start the timer. So here we go. So first things first, we got to kind of try to figure out what we're going to do here. So Pinky in the Brain. The interesting thing about this is I expected to only have one character, and I technically have two. I've got Pinky and the Brain. So let's see. We've got these tails here. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can make them other than tails. Got these kind of weird shapes here for the feet. It's always hard to do this when you're the one drawing. Okay. First thing I immediately kind of see is I'd like to think of these little, what are usually teeth. I want to think of them more as eyes, like snail eyes or like slug eyes or something. So that's what we're going to make those. And I'm doing it in red right now because the silhouette is black, and I'll go back over and change it to black afterwards. Okay, so that kind of determines where our head is gonna be. We've got sort of this bulbous head here, and this thing's definitely gonna be looking kind of down. Maybe it's wearing like a real weird fancy hat? Yeah, let's try that. I'm trying to think of what to do with this other than hair and other than this sort of like obvious ear shape here. What kind of hat can we make this into? Maybe like a, okay, let's try a big voluptuous feather right here. And then this area here, what to do with this? We can make like a poof, like a sort of like part of the hat, you know? This is gonna be a very fancy, very strange hat. Let's see. We can make it kind of a trilby sort of thing. I don't know if you guys know what a trilby is, but we'll kind of do like a this thing here. You know? One of them's hats. I'm sure people have seen that before. Do we do two feathers? I don't know what else to do with this other than make another feather. Yeah, maybe another feather. The hard part about this is that I have to kind of think of everything that I'm doing and then do it all very quickly because I have given myself a time limit. We're for now just going to keep this as kind of like a floofy hair thing. Not really hair, but actually, you know what? Let's do like one of those little fuzzy puffball things that you see on the tops of hats. So we'll go ahead and copy over the silhouette, and then we will extend it, erasing this line here, and we will extend it down into like a little poof, you know, a little puffy fuzz thing. I don't know what those are called when you put them on hats, but you know what I'm talking about. And we'll go back through and edit all of this when we're finishing up. While I liked the kind of snail thing at the beginning, I'm kind of now questioning it. So let's make this instead. How about like a dinosaur that's wearing like a weird hat or something, or like a bug? Ooh, let's do a bug. Yeah, there we go. He can be like a little bug man with his long, spindly neck. And actually, you know how bugs have those like segmentations in their body because they've sort of got the exoskeleton? Let's do one of those. That might be interesting. Kind of turn this into like a little bit of a Hollow Knight character, just slightly, kind of like a little Hollow Knight golfer. All right, and then let's figure out what we're gonna do from there. We've got this kind of like weird like protrusion. Those are supposed to be Pinky's hands, I think, and then we've got the legs down here. I'm thinking we take this tail and we make it not a tail. So let's go ahead and copy over the lines of the tail. Perfect. And then we got to make this something other than a tail. So what's something other than a tail that's kind of got that shape? That's a good question. We can make it like a really weird whip or something. It's a little too thick to be a whip. What else has that shape? Maybe like a goo or something. Yeah, let's try to make it like a goo. Let's try to like bring it up and then maybe like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. What if we give it like holes all over its body? Sort of like all these like dripping gooey holes. And it's just sliming everywhere. Oh, that's good and gross. I like that. We'll go ahead and bring this one around, and then we'll give it a couple others. Actually, let's see, what else can we make into like sort of like slime drips? I'm not sure there's a ton, but I think we can still pull it off. So it's kind of, you know, like we'll put one like here, and then we'll have like a goo coming down all over. Yeah, just like that. So we can kind of make these like gooey hole things, and then from there, I'm thinking we make like a pill bug body. That kind of like has those segmentations in it, and then actually up here we could do like a little shell thing. So you know how beetles kind of like have their little shell things? We could have its neck come into there, and then the pill bug body can actually continue up all the way up to the neck, and we can turn this into sort of like the back half of a wing, you know? Yeah, there we go. And then what else can we do? Currently he's kind of just a nugget. He doesn't really have any appendages, which is maybe a little problematic. So let's go ahead and give him some appendages too. Give him some buggy legs and arms. So you can have an arm that kind of comes down like so, and then up again, and then we'll give him the little buggy nubbin things. I don't know what you call those. You know what I mean, how bugs have kind of these little like guys. And then we can bring his body back over and around. What is this thing going to be behind him? Maybe like a little friend or something? Is he holding something? Let's go ahead and trace around it. Try to get an idea as to what this could be. I'm thinking like a little friend or like a little knight or something, you know, like a... Let's how about this? Let's make this into like a big old eyeball. And later we can make this kind of like a different color. So it looks like he's got something like kind of hanging on to him, like a leech or something. And we can actually do a couple of these. Let's do one right here. And we'll kind of like try to make his body a little bit more gross and slimy. Yeah. This is so totally very true to Pinky and the Brain, isn't it? Alright, what to do down here? I like that these are kind of connected. Let's go ahead and cordon this area off because it can't be anything but what it is. I might have to extend my time out to 15-20 minutes, seeing if I can get this done. Alright, how about this? Let's continue the body around and kind of finish it off, you know, like a pill bug's body does. We'll go behind this sort of slime goop here. And then we'll finish his shell off also as well in a second here. And then what comes off of here? What comes off? We could make this some more goo, actually. This leg here could totally be like a little puddle. Ooh, let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll extend this out and kind of fully encompass the area that is created here by this. We'll try to make it kind of grosser, you know, make it a little bit more gooey. And then we can go ahead and make this the leg here. Have it go sort of behind the slime. Yeah, there we go. So, you know, you can obviously tell that there's something standing there, but not what. And then we'll have this leg come down as well, and up into the body a little bit so that it connects. We'll fix that in a sec. And then we'll give him a footsie right there. Just like that. And then, oh, I wish there was a way I could connect these to really make it gooey. Actually, you know what? I think I can. So we'll go ahead and fix the leg there. Then if I extend this up and kind of do a sort of, let's see, how would I do this? If I unbreak, you know, if I break that back up, then I can kind of do like this here. And we will make this look real slimy and gross in a moment. But kind of like the slime is like stretching and oozing all over the place. Really making Pinky a little nasty here. Usually Brain's the one who's nasty, but more in a personality kind of way. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good. We'll go ahead and do a couple more of these like little globs and stuff. We'll make that look like slime later, don't worry about it. And then actually, let's also go ahead. Now let's go ahead and, I don't know if I have to use the entire silhouette either. I didn't really set that as a goal for myself, so I'm gonna say no. So let's kind of do that, and then we'll figure out where everything goes in a bit. And then where does all this come out of, actually? We can have it come out of just another big gross hole. Kind of do like one of these. I don't know if I like that. Let's just make it stuck to his bottom. The bottom of him, yeah. Alright, we've got our slimy gross bug thing. Now, what do we do for Brain? And it's looking like, time-wise, I am almost at 15 minutes. Actually, almost exactly. So maybe it's a character every 15. I kind of got 2 characters here. Alright, so what's this guy going to be? Well, the first thing I immediately see is if I take the Brain's head and I pull it just there, then I can kind of do like a this thing. And then might even be able to make this bottom portion here like into a mouth or something. But I can kind of, and I can even give him a big old nose right here. It's kind of looking a little dog-like, so we might go in that direction. Although I do also really like the idea of sort of going for that Hollow Knight kind of vibe, really keeping it bug-like as well. Actually, let's go ahead and try to do that instead. I kind of like that idea. So let's go ahead, and since I said I don't have to use the whole silhouette, give him a little broken part there, pull this around, and then this can kind of be one of the, you know how Hollow Knight kind of has those like horns? And then we'll bring this around and end it with some big ol' chompy pincers, you know, like the bugs do. And then we will do the same right next to it so that he's got full mouth. And then we can sort of bring that around to make a full head sort of thing. And then let's make him kind of like wormy in the body. Yeah. And then we will just do some nice big ol' Hollow Knight eyeballs. Sort of like these like weird holes that are like in the heads. You know, like the mask holes. And then we can go ahead and let's bring this up, and then let's give him some like gross little nubbins in here, you know, like bugs have, kind of like that. And then everything below here I think can kind of just be neck, or something along those lines. So like we can kind of do like this thing to make a gross neck. It's going to be a little bit weird just because we're almost tangenting there, slightly. Actually, you know what? Let's I don't know how true it is to not stick with the whole silhouette, but that's what I'm gonna do. So if we bring like another like neck fold around and then kind of like do like that thing, I think it might be okay. So we've got that done. Now let's go with the body. This I think lends itself very much to another one of these guys. And in fact, let's give him some of those like little spiky doodahs that some of the bugs have. Oh, we can give him like a little pose. Oh, this is going to be adorable. This little bug's going to be a sassy bug, okay? So we'll kind of bring that around like that. And then he can kind of have his little pincer thing coming off the back here, you know, doing like a little sassy pose. Like, oh, you can't fight me. I'm a little bug man. And that means his body will kind of come around like this. Yeah, look at him go. Look at him flaunt his stuff. Little sassy bug man. Okay. I don't know what to do for the feet here. Maybe like here, how about this? How about we take his feet and actually put them like this, kind of? I think this is gonna work. You know, keeping with that little sassy look. We're gonna give him some little tiny feet, some little itty bitty feet. Just like that. We'll try to give him a little rotundness as well. And then bring this guy over here. And then this, I'm thinking, you know how earwigs have kind of like those big old weird tail things that kind of like protrude out of them? I'm thinking kind of like one of those. Yeah, like a little, or it could even be like a little robe or something. Like he's wearing like a little cape. Actually, let's do that. Let's give him a little cape. Whoop, there we go. Alright. Yeah, this is a little sassy bug man who's got his little cape on. He's ready to sort of face the world. whatever it holds. Now what is this? His tail. I don't feel comfortable not including something at all, like the tail. So what could that be? I mean, this guy's got a couple of little friends leeching off of him, but I feel like this guy's not going to have that. He feels fancier, like a fancy lad. Oh, you know what? I said I didn't have to use all of the silhouette, so let's do sort of this. How about this? Now, I know this is going to be kind of weird, but what if we make this just like a little thing of like bubbles, you know? The other guy's kind of like all gross and stinky and stuff, but maybe this guy... Actually, you know what? Let's give him a little bubble wand. He's like a sassy little guy, you know, a sassy little bug friend who's got his little bubble wand here. And it's just making a bunch of little bubbles. You know, he's the cute one. The other one's kind of gross and wily and stuff, but this guy, he knows what's up. There's our two little guys. It's kind of hard to tell, so let's turn off the back layer. I think that's looking great. So, now that we've converted it all to black, here is our new versions of what used to be Pinky and the Brain. A couple of kind of Hollow Knight-esque weird characters here, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. This is something new that I'm kind of trying to do, like a weird little art challenge. And if you guys like this content, then I would suggest that you go and let me know in the comments below, as well as liking this video. And as always, have a nice day. As always, thanks for watching this video, and remember to like, subscribe, and share with your family, your friends, and that weird neighbor down the street. Also, if you like what I do here, be sure to check out my Patreon to help out. And until next time, I hope everyone has a nice day.